There are a lot of things that Dune Awakening doesn't fully explain, and the circuit system and storage are some of those. So in today's little guide, I'll be telling you how to work the basic circuits and storage secrets you might not know. First off, pretty obvious, but some of you might not know still. Press E and Q or hold F and make sure your boxes are locked, because people can access them if it is not and your base runs out of power and it becomes accessible and or abandoned, or someone just wanders into your base. So make sure you do have that locked up tight. Our next fairly obvious tip, but you might not have noticed either if your reading's not a strong point, is you can go up and simply tap F and all of the things will go into the box if there is an already matching item. I actually want those arrows, so I'll take them out. If there is nothing that matches, it will simply say no matching items, and if the box is full, it will say also the box is full or no matching items. More fun things that you might not have noticed: if you happen to have a buggy with storage or a bike with storage, you can go up to the boxes and quickly empty them. Sorry if you can hear my puppies playing in the background. If you look up in the top left-hand corner, you'll see backpack, and you can in fact change this to buggy or bike or whatever you have storage on. Very handy when you've got a lot of stuff from mining to move. I've already moved mine. I was wondering by someone's base that had been kind of knocked up or by the sandstorm, or I guess they ran out of power, had a little snoop, and they had this situation going on, which, you know, I like. So I copied them. They had all big boxes. I don't have that life yet, but in theory, these guys stack quite nicely. You simply just place some half walls. These are 2 half walls, and then a ceiling. And you can place a fair few of them, and then something also in the middle if you really want like a statue. It's not ideal. I wish they had like some half floors or some parafiti mezzanine type pieces, but it does keep things nice and neat. Another fun thing that you can do with storage that you may or may not have noticed, it took me some time to figure it out, and Discord helped a bunch with that. So if you're not part of the Dune Awakening Discord, definitely jump in there. There's lots of helpful people. With circuitry, you can auto sort essentially. It does pull from boxes regardless, but it doesn't place it back if you want it somewhere organized. Otherwise, it'll just be chilling in here, and once it's full, it'll go into random boxes. If you're crafting a lot of stuff and you don't know where it's all going, it's probably in a random box. So a lovely person suggested placing 1 fiber in all of the slots so it's already full, and it will automatically place the stuff in the boxes. You won't have to wait until this fills up in case you're crafting small amounts. And the circuitry works from left to right. So if I want stuff to be added into this box, I can call it forth from any circuit 1 box from the storages, and it will put it into any circuit 3 box, and you can click and have a scroll down menu. Same with my ore refinery. We've got storage all full up, and then it goes into circuit 2 but pulls from circuit 1 because I haven't fully finished setting it up. I've only just placed this base recently, as in a few hours ago, hence the weird bareness of it all. So everything that ore refinery crafts goes into the big storage. I've got some other random crap in there that I had to dump, and it will also pull forth from this storage. If I didn't want it to do that and I wanted another machine, because the more machines the merrier, it makes life go much quicker, I could change that to circuit 2 or circuit 4, something that I don't already have a box as, for instance. And if you are saving up pieces, say some complex machinery, and you don't want to use it for something else just in case, you can in fact change your box to something like 7 or 8, something high up in the circuits that you're likely not going to use. If you have teammates, decide with them which one, just to keep it clear, because they need to know to not set a circuit up that way also, and to set their Perso boxes. Unfortunately, they don't allow us to name anything, so that is a bit sucky, but hopefully one day they do add that. Who knows? If you've stuck around this long, I'll give you another little bonus tip, not really to do with storage or sorting, but kind of because benches are involved. If you've just moved somewhere and you're a little lacking in resources for the time being, you just want to craft something, fun facts, you can in fact build something, use the resources, and then demolish it and get back the exact same resources. So you can spread the love around to your machines and build one at a time. Before, I didn't have enough to build this and the other guy at the same time, so I was dismantling one and building the other every time I needed them. And that can come in very handy with that dedicated storage box system, so you don't accidentally start smelting the iron that you just got from one of your benches, for instance, that was steel, that bench, but you don't accidentally turn it into steel, because I've done that before too, and then I didn't have enough to build the next bench. If you are overweight when picking up a bench, never fear, the stuff will just drop on the ground. I freaked out a little picking up this earlier because I didn't get back the right amount of resources, and I was like, you're not damaged, what's going on? And it was in fact at my feet. So keep that in mind. You want to be pretty not full if it's big heavy things that you're dismantling. I should probably add that you can even do things that are fancy, like set up machines to have their own circuits. So if I wanted them, this one over here is a better example. If I needed to be making some aluminium and I need it for the Eldarium or whatever, I could make the aluminium in this bench and send it straight to the bench that's developing the Duralarium, or iron into steel or whatever. Let me show you a little example with two small ore refineries. Obviously you want to use a bigger one if you have access, because it is cheaper to craft stuff in the bigger one and quicker. But let's use this. And you can set everything up left to right if you want, but does not actually have to physically be. You simply have to change it in the storage, fill all these spots up with one of something. Fiber's just quite cheap and easy to come by, depending on where you live. Actually, something else that's not made or used in that bench, preferably. Like you could make a whole bunch of servitable survey probes. I couldn't say that, I don't know why, and pop them all in there, for instance. Something you know it's not going to use. But I want this to be coming from circuit 1, so it's pulling from that box, and then it is on its own circuit 4. Then this guy, he's circuit 4, and he will go to circuit 2, where the things are finished. And now I can simply dismantle them and get all my bits back, but they will go into my inventory. And as the building system's a little bit tricksy in this, you do get the hang of it eventually, but still sometimes I'm fat fingering all over the place. If there is an item that you like to use and you're struggling to find it in the menus because there's decorations and then the different building sets, and then scrolling through here, and you can use Q and E and the scroll wheel here to change between those when it's all said and done. But if you look over here, we've got add favorite. Simply hovering over it won't do anything. It has to be clicked. And it will already come with some favorites, so you can unfavorite them by clicking and remove from favorites. So having something like your sub 5 console, generators, some boxes, cisterns, a few building things to whack up a base, those type of stuff, or whatever you like, you can add a few things in there. As in, you can essentially just keep adding them as far as you wish to scroll. I usually don't add past here, because these are the kind of most important things that I need most of the time, and that's not even, that kind of is. And then when clicking on them, you can see how much it costs to craft and whether you have the required items or not. You can also hover over it and see. Let me know in the comments whether you've been already using all of these tips and tricks, or if you've learned a couple of things today. I've probably missed some stuff as well, so let me know if I have. Also, if you haven't, definitely make a buggy as soon as you can. Collect up bits and pieces from drops, or build it yourself. Go the hard way, you'll get more durability, but you'll definitely mine a lot more. If you have access to some of the trade posts, you can go and look on the world market and you maybe might find something worth buying. Someone else's trash can always be your treasure. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike it if you disliked it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It means a bunch to me. Trying to hit that 10k subscriber goal. Stick around for another Dune Awakening guide, or check out some of the other games I play, like Conan Exiles, another funcom game, the developer of this game if you're not familiar and you are new to the channel. Until next time, I hope you have an excellent day, evening, night, morning, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Have a good one.